Hey everybody, it's Greg Harrelson here with Century 21, the Harrelson Group, and I just wanted to address an issue, a question that we've been getting so often, so much right now, and that is the Myrtle Beach real estate market about to crash? And I'm going to give you my quick answer, and it's like, I don't see any signs that it's about to crash, but I will kind of address the issue, as a whole. A lot of people, they're asking that question because they've seen the real estate market appreciate so rapidly, over the last couple years, where a property was selling maybe last year at $300,000 and now it's selling in 1 year later at $400,000. That's a significant increase in appreciation in just a 12-month period of time. And that's happening in all kinds of different property types. So I guess people make these assumptions that the last time that we had a market crash where the bubble burst, it was right after we seen a very quick run up in appreciation. So the appreciation was very similar back then as to what it is right now. But I just wanted to share with you the difference. The difference in the market before, back in 2007, 8, 9, when there was a recession and the market dropped. The difference was that market was fueled by a lot of investors buying multiple properties. They were also buying multiple properties and they were putting no money down. In other words, there was no equity in the market. So if there's no equity, in their property, if there's no equity in their property and there's a slight little shift in the market, then all of a sudden they found themselves close to upside down on their mortgage. So they were doing some panic selling. That's a very consistent characteristic of the last market crash, what was happening right before the market crash. But today's market's different. We're not fueled as much by investors. In our area, we're fueled by a lot of people that are coming down and relocating, whether they be retirees or just people moving down to the south, warmer weather, lower taxes, a lower cost of living in general. We're just seeing a lot of people moving in and buying primary residences. Sure, there are still investors buying second homes, but not like we saw in the last market. So there's also a lot of equity in property. So people are coming in and they're putting 20% down, 30% down on these properties, and then they're seeing appreciation. So sometimes there's people that have over 50% equity in their property. Now, if the market was to shift a little bit, if it was to soften a little bit, you got to see they would not be in a position where they had to panic sell because they've got so much equity. So when we talk about, is the market going to crash? It's not likely going to crash. Now, will there be a correction? Sure, there's always going to be corrections in any real estate market. We can't go up forever, just like we didn't go down forever after the last crash. But I do anticipate there'll be a correction, and I would say it'd probably be a little bit of a softening of the real estate market. And what's likely to fuel that is going to be a higher interest rate. So there's buyers out there that are fully qualified to buy at a certain price with a certain amount of payment. And if interest rates go up, then their payments go up. And even though they may want to buy, they won't qualify to buy. So that will take some buyers out of the market. But because the inventory is so low, it shouldn't take enough buyers to cause the market to crash, but it may cause the market to soften. I look at it this way. We do not have a crystal ball. I do not know exactly what's going to happen to the market, but I have 27 years experience in this local market. And I do know that markets go up, they go down, and they're everywhere in between. Yes, we might see a softening. It's probably not going to be that significant in the next year or so. But if you are thinking, gosh, I do want to get my property sold, this would be a good time because we're probably at the top or near the top of the market right now. Might go up a little bit more, could go down a little bit, but in the end, you don't want to be a market timer. You don't want to try to guess the perfect time because you never know when the market's going down until it's already heading down. So if you're thinking about selling, give me a call. I'd love to talk with you. I can give you an analysis of what your property might be worth, what it would sell in today's market, and whether you sell or don't sell, I'd love to just make a connection with you to see if I could be your preferred real estate agent. Again, my name is Greg Harrelson, Century 21, the Harrelson Group, and I can be reached at 843-457-7816.